I'm Brandon Hardesty.
And I'm Kenny Johnson. Here's to science.
Here's to science.
I'm talking to you like you were real.
As a whole, the Back Focus YouTube channel is pretty good with its humor and provides the audience with some interesting information, regardless if you want that information or not. Whether it's Brandon's opinion on childhood movies that got critically panned when they were released and it wasn't so bad, or Walk-In 101, where he explores the joy of Christopher Walken. Probably based off the podcast of the same name, but I've listened to very little of that. Or the supporting actor spotlight, where he sort of shines a light on the underlooked actors and actresses in Hollywood. He has a way with words. They're not always the words you and I would choose, but they're there, and most of the time they have a very insightful impact to them.
Our first series is It Wasn't That Bad, which is kind of exactly what it sounds like.
Now, I might be a little sweet on him, It Wasn't So Bad series, because his childhood was basically mine. Somehow even the Peanut Butter Solution, which I am sure that I didn't watch, but like Brandon, maybe I just forgot it or thought it was a dream. I enjoyed the video detailing his opinion on it and sort of the backstory of the movie. Yeah, it sounds like it would be horrible to an adult audience, but seeing through a childlike wonder puts it in a whole new context. What I like about them is they're just not about the movie. They're about his opinion, and he gives really insightful and interesting commentary on whatever he's focused on.
His Acting Oddities, more of a laid-back kind of video reaction series about unusual roles in acting in film and television.
And thank God he dropped his Acting Oddities segment, because frankly, they're a little off. And he usually is devoid of his normal humor and warmth within these segments. Not exactly in a bad way, mind you. It comes off a little creepy, as does the subject matter, so if he's an actor, maybe he soaks that up a little bit. Maybe it comes from that acting, maybe it comes from non-actors coming into his acting domain. That's why he gets so little weirded out by this. Or maybe I just made that all up because I thought it sounded good in my head. Who knows? But overall, I think it's good that he stopped updating that series, because, as I outlined, I don't think it's good for Brandon's brand.
And finally, Walk-In 101.
Why Walk-In 101 isn't quite to my taste. I blame it on this guy, who's just like teachers I've had in the past.
Since this is a class about Christopher Walken, there are a few ground rules that we should cover. First of all, don't want to hear the word cowbell. All right? It's not funny. It's overdone. More cowbell, more cowbell, more cowbell. It's been 18 years. We get it. Frankly, it's offensive and disrespectful to the man.
But with Christopher Walken being the prime focus of the segment, how can it be that bad?
First as No Small Parts, which was a video essay series about less celebrated character actors.
What Brandon does best is his supporting actor spotlights. I might have messed that up on my first read, but I'm keeping that. And it's understandable after watching quite a few of these why IMDb picked up his No Small Parts series for themselves. Why it's technically the best segment Brandon has on the Back Focus YouTube channel, which sounds weird to say. I've said it so many times it's gone weird on me. It sort of lacks the interesting weirdness of Walk-In 101, and it doesn't have the personal touch that It Wasn't So Bad does. The void missing by those two elements are easily made up by the deep dive focus that Brandon goes into each one of these actors' history, and some rather interesting commentary that really makes the audience think about these films and actors in a whole new light. If you can't tell by now, I like the Back Focus YouTube channel. I can understand why it wouldn't be interesting to some people, but I've studied acting, I enjoy movies, I enjoy storytelling. And the elements that he presents are always interesting. Each one of these segments, I guess even acting oddities, have some place in the world, but it might not be for you, or it might be really interesting. Next time on Creative Baltimore, I think I'm doing Dan Bell. Have to get through some of his interesting videos first. So, might not be my next video, but whatever, that's the next YouTuber I'll probably focus on, Baltimore and yada yada yada. Till next time, take care. Good night.